What's up, guys? Matt here, getting ready to watch the 9th episode of the 2nd season of Oshi no Ko. We are getting to the end of the Tokyo Blade performance. Obviously, the last couple episodes have had some spectacular performances. We started off with Melt, then we went to Akane, then we went to Kana, then we went to, obviously, we ended it with Aqua giving a fucking spectacular performance, really. Again, he's sort of drowning in his revenge, and I think he's now sort of realizing the importance of, you know, the acting part of it, really getting successful. I think that's something he has neglected in his revenge mission. Now, obviously, you know me, I keep saying it, I don't want him to achieve, I obviously want whoever did it to, you know, face repercussions. I want them to either be killed or be thrown in jail. But I don't want that to happen at, you know, I don't want Aqua to suffer because of it, because I think a part of him right now, because like I said, he's very sort of selfless. He, you know, doesn't prioritize himself. He prioritizes other people, and he doesn't allow himself to be happy, and he doesn't allow himself to achieve what he wants to achieve. So a part of me almost feels like he would, you know, I don't want to say kill himself, but I feel like he wouldn't really have anything to live for the minute he does this revenge thing. So I want him to form these meaningful relationships, and I want him to be successful, like I would have wanted him to. So I am excited to see how the aftermath of this play pans out. So I'm ready to get into the episode. If you guys do like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon, and if you enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. Let's get into it. Oh my god. So fucking creepy. Damn, nobody went to that shit. Ruby is not feeling it. No. Come on, it's what she wanted you to be successful. I would not want him to be so obsessed with this revenge plot. Come on, Kimigawa. Oh my god, he looks like a fucking Wolverine. Consumed. I mean, it's a perfect sort of representation of what he's actually feeling. Yo! Holy crap! He's forcing himself to be alone and to solve this mission on his own. Come on, we need to exorcise this thing from him. You need to let go. He needs to let go. We need to save him. You have no right to be happy. You're me. Jesus. You are talented and have the means to do shit. Oh man. He is, oh my god. He's possessed. Dude, how do they remember? I mean, obviously they're ad-libbing a lot of this, but oh my god. I'm afraid someone's gonna hurt themselves. Oh my god. Yeah, this music is incredible. It's so somber. Damn. Is he down for the count? He's strong. And like I said, if we're looking at this like and the play is sort of saving her, You know, that the Ai's soul, her talent, her spirit has transferred to her kids, Ruby and Aqua.
私の傷まで持っていった。敵にまで情けをかけるなんてね。
俺の傷もなくなってやがる。まさか最初からこうして戦いを収めるつもりで。
It's I.
この鞘の本来の使い方は
こういうことだ。
Oh my! I got goosebumps. Again, it's like it's Ai's soul. It's everywhere. It touches everyone.
なんかの物語みたいにご都合主義の奇跡でも起きたらって。あの時愛を救えてたら。
You couldn't. No. Some happiness. Some good flowing in. Oh, I got goosebumps. Okay, good. This is what I've wanted. I want some happiness. I want love and care to flow back into him. I don't want him to be filled with hatred to his core.
そんな叶うはずのない夢を。
No. No applause? We don't get to see applause?
今日から黒川さんって呼んでいい。
Jesus.
いやー、天才。
天才役者やめてよ
I love the praise
私なん
secretly.
かまだまだだなって改めて思い知らされてばかりで本当の天才ってのは姫川さんと
Oh?
有馬かな
Himikawa kind of let. I'm joking. Obviously, he's not one of our main characters, so he didn't get a lot of focus, but he was just consistently great.
とうまくなりたい
十分うまかったってなあ。
別くれた
Ruby really like, fuck you, that's my boy over there.
先輩って本当に役者なんだね、私舞台とかよく
And she's supposed to be the lead person in Bikomachi? Come on now. We need to promote Ruby.
子供の頃から演技の天才なんでしょそうよ私は
Humble. Oh, come on. Some of your good come leaking out.
実際に天才って言われてる人を見ればわかる私は必死に食らいついてるだけ板の上で好き勝手やって天才ぶるのは割と簡単なこと吹っ切れた演技ってわかりやすいから本当に難しいのはあの時の黒川茜は異質だった
Dude, they're growing to love each other.
別の何かも乗っていた私には真似できない技術
Everyone is possessed by something in this fucking performance.
ああいうのさらっとできるのが才能なのよ
Are you guys gonna hug? Are you guys gonna embrace or yell at each other? No, they won't. They're struggling to allow themselves to love each other openly.
全体の構成を調整するタイミングがなかった。それに今回の舞台
This whole thing is just fucking balls to the walls.
彼女にはあまり期待をしていなかったけど、若い子には何が起こるかわからないからいいね。アイドル活動が別の視点を与えたのか、それとも彼氏でもできたのかな。僕は思うんだよ。これだけ可愛い子がいる業界で、
Don't say something
そ
creepy.
の中でも特別に可愛いと言われる子が生まれるのはなぜなんだろうって。
なぜなんだ。
ズバリ可愛さの説得力さ。有名なアイドルグループに所属。
I don't know about this.
もし有馬かなが本物なら。
気色悪い笑い方をする。
Yeah, both of you guys are kind of creepy. I don't know.
ちょっと面白いことを思いついたもんで。金ちゃんはどの子が有望株だと思う？
Aqua.
良くも悪くも完成していた黒川が最後に面白い演技をした。成長のきっかけ。
Everyone did great.
出版社の方々が呼んでますよ。
Compliments? Good?
もうちょい待ってもらって。
Keep them waiting?
僕はこの時間が一番好き。
No, that's so cute.
観客がいい顔をして帰っていくのをこうやって眺めているのがね。どうやらいい舞台だ。
I really like seeing that, seeing a producer be happy with the way their works impact others.
次の物語の舞台はすでに幕を開きかけていた。
Holy shit. Been doing this shit in the background. Don't do that. Don't creepy sound effect me. No, it's kind of wholesome. Oh yeah, baby. No, that fucking jealous ass face. That's a great. Oh my god. How was it, Abiko? Oh, nice job. Kiss! Oh my god, dude, it's like they made their own. They made a baby.
たまにはおっさんも行く？
おっさんがいたら気を使うだろう。若者だけで楽しんでこい。
Just trying to think with the DNA here. If anyone is gonna be flagged. I could see a world in which Himikawa is connected somehow. Again, not that he does it, but again, I think this is a whole your princess is in another castle sort of thing.
金田一敏郎、ララライの代表兼演出。
We gotta talk to him.
金田一さんってララライにいつ頃からいるんですか？
最初からだ。ララライはもともと
Damn.
演劇専門学校で芝居をやってた奴らが自分たちでサークル演劇を立ち上げたところから始まっている。俺も立ち上げメンバーの一人だ。
This fucking geezer over here.
演劇とサークル演劇って違うんですか？
まあ学校によるが、専門学校は教員主導、サークル演劇は OB や外部の講師を自分たちで呼ぶ。やりたいことをやりたい身勝手な奴らでララライを立ち上げたわけだ。最初は人を集めるのも大変でな。ワークショップで集めた人材使って。
Again, it's one of those things like I don't know how long the show is going to be, but I don't really see us getting a direct match or a direct hint anytime soon. I'm sure it'll be a twist and it'll be someone we already know too, but
ダメだ。子供にするような話じゃねえ。
任せろ。俺もおっさんの失敗は気になる。金田一さん、やさかえて飲みましょう。
oh shit, manipulation.
やり口悪いな。
It's a classic
金
trick.
田一さん、この子役者なんだけど使ってあげてよ。
ルナです。
機会があった。
You ain't getting anywhere, buddy.
会員制だからバレるリスクも少
Pat
ない。
my head.
結構多いぞ、こういう店。その感じ、割と通ってる感じですね。まあな、俺可愛い女の子好きだから。
At least you're not. I don't know. Well, actually, you might have. Like I said, I could see a world in which he's connected somehow, but
動が多い。カジュア
at
ルに
least
遊
he
ぶ
doesn't
な
seem
ら
as
こう
creepy as Sakuya sometimes.
欠けてるやつはいい。欠けてる部分を
All people are flawed, and all people are not good.
姫川がまさにそうだった。
人聞きの悪い。
だってそうだろうが。星野、お前もそうだ。お前たちの芝居は似ている。欠けてる人間の演技だ。まともな人間じゃないやつが真人間のふりをしている。
Calling me out.
違うから周りを観察して世の中に順応しようとしてきたやつの芝居。
確かに、その気はあるかもな。
惜しいな。お前はつまらん演技をする。
Then I realized the darkness inside you.
の演技、本物の感情が見えた。あれは本物のやつだ。面白い。まあ、俺の指導が良かったんだよ。
Were you involved at all? No offense, Kindaichi, but I feel like literally every single other person, Raida, Abiko, Goa, had more work than you.
すまんな。おっさんの過去話はいずれ引き出してやるから。別にいいですよ。 今日はあなたと話がしたかったんです。
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
これを。何
Who's he related to?
遺伝子鑑定書。
I said he might be related to someone.
母さん、父親が同じなんですよ。教えてくれませんか、あなたの父親のこと。
Wow. Fuck. God damn. That was another great one. Obviously, I'll start talking about the end right there. I did not see that. Well, I did see it come. I said that. I don't know. Right at the end there, I got a vibe. After seeing him collect all the DNA and seeing all the names on the list there, to me, I really felt like if it had to be someone was connected, because like I said, and I'm going to repeat it, and I'm going to keep using the same sort of, you know what I mean, descriptor of it. I see this the structure of the story very much as like your princess is in another castle, where we go somewhere to get a piece of information. We have to do a little side quest, and then we get a teensy bit of information that leads us somewhere else. I feel like that's sort of going to be a recurring thing. And I really felt like if the DNA was going to lead us anywhere, the only character in this arc, the La 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 arc, that wasn't as focused on as much as I would have thought was Himikawa, to be quite honest. I feel like how much they talked him up as an actor and all that, they didn't focus on him as much. So part of me was like, there's probably going to be a little bit more about him. But that is surprising. So they have a half-brother. And to be quite honest, okay, this fucking horn dog of a father probably has like 10 other children. So this shit ain't even over yet. We probably got more siblings elsewhere. But who would it be? Again, Kindaichi was talking about how he's been there since the beginning of La La La. I don't recall him saying an exact amount of time, like 25 years or 30 years. And obviously these guys are pretty young. You know what I mean? Like late or early teens? Late teens. That's how numbers work. They're like late teens, you know what I mean? I just wonder how many people this guy would have impregnated, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, I still don't know his role. Whether or not he is an actor or a director, producer, something like that, you know what I mean? And I'm going to keep repeating it. I would be very surprised, and I'm not saying it needs to happen, and I'm not saying like it's cliche to do it, but I feel like with such a big mystery built up as who's the father, typically a lot of stories sort of call back to someone, or you know what I mean, hey, it was this person all along, it was right in front of your face and you didn't notice. Again, the only character that right off the top of my head that I can see being like that would be Taishi. But again, Taishi and I didn't sort of react or you know what I mean, that they didn't react like that to each other in the first episode. So there was no sort of hints that I can remember that would lead me to believe that they knew each other, especially knew each other that well. So I can't really immediately recall an exact person who might be a candidate for that. But again, like I said, I would be surprised if the father is someone who we haven't met and haven't heard of at all, and it's a completely new character. Oh, but like I said, other than Taishi, I can't really think of anyone specifically. So it might have to be. It might have to be, because again, that's another thing too. We don't really hear about a lot of like the most like this is the most famous actor in the world right now, or most famous actor in Japan. We don't really hear a lot about that. We're obviously very focused on our journeys, our main characters' journeys, you know, to get more success. If they did do that, like if they announced like, hey, or they go somewhere and hey, that's the most famous actor in the world right now, or something like that, I would immediately be like, a little suspicious. But yeah, that is very. Again, it's something simple. And obviously it's a common thing in storytelling, but I love when a show surprises me with like a really simple piece of information that I wasn't expecting. Like, you know, I and the father didn't really seem that close, and in fact, it almost got the vibe that they kind of slightly disliked each other. You know what I mean? or at least after the child happened. So yeah, of course he'd probably been with other women and probably had other children, and I just never really thought of that. It never crossed my mind. So I do not know. I do not know. The whole performance was excellent. Like I said, and I feel like, again, I don't know the classifications of the arcs, but I feel like that right there would be the end of the Tokyo Blade arc. Fan fucking tastic. I was so impressed by the first 9 episodes, first 9 episodes of the season. I was so fucking impressed. Like props. I did not like. I've been loving the show, but really, season 2 was just so goddamn good so far, and I would expect them to keep the same, gas, foot on the pedal, to continue the season. Obviously, we're going to be shifting gears a little bit. I will say, after watching 9 episodes, and we only got what, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wait. 10, 11, 12, 13. We only got 4 more episodes left of the season? What the fuck? Am I doing that right? 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, guys, I'm fucking stupid. But I will now say this, because we only have a couple episodes left. I am now getting to the point where if we don't shift to Ruby and her story a little bit, I will be a little pissed off. Again, just because I have 4 episodes left. It's, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see. I don't want to have to wait, a full fucking year or two before seeing Ruby again, because we have literally gotten 0 Ruby the first 9 episodes of this season. And again, something I had been sort of defending it throughout the first 9 episodes because of how good the La 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 arc has been. So, and again, I'm still saying, if it starts next episode, we get some more Ruby, I'm going to be perfectly fine. I'm not going to be, throwing a hissy fit. But I need some Ruby, especially, considering we got a little bit of it, a little bit more focus on Aqua and his mindset in this revenge thing at the end of the play. But I'll repeat what I said a couple episodes ago. The more I really think about it, and throughout the entire show, I really see Aqua as having a sort of up arc, as in he becomes less obsessed with the revenge. Not necessarily like he doesn't get revenge, but just he doesn't let it fully consume him, and he sort of reaches his potential, and he becomes someone who I would have been proud of no matter what. But I really saw the potential of him as a performer, and I think deep down he really, really likes to and really wants to, but he is not letting himself have that happiness, that joy. But as I was saying, the more I really think about that, the more I then have to think about Ruby, because again, even though I feel, Aqua has been treated like the main character, and not sadly as in I don't like them, but I really expected Ruby to be like the clear-cut second main character, and she really has been overtaken by Kana and Akane. She's not been focused on as much as I would have liked. So that does suck, but the more I think about her role, you know what I mean, I see it as a sort of parallel or juxtaposition to Aqua. I can see her definitely going down a darker route. Not necessarily like she's gonna kill people. I'm not saying that, or I don't even know if she's gonna get dragged into this revenge plot somehow. She's gonna learn the truth of what Aqua's doing. But I mean, I just more from a depression and self identity wise, I feel like her path is going to be a lot more pessimistic, if that makes sense. So like I said, I do want to see her, definitely. And again, even no Miyako this season, no Memcho this season, 2 characters whom I did really like last season. But again, I want to repeat and the reason I'm not angry or I'm not disappointed with this season so far is because my top 3 favorite characters, in no particular order, have been Aqua, Akane, and Kana. They've been absolutely incredible, and I like I said, I love the focus on them. I feel like a little kid, watching a Disney movie in the sense of I'm so wrapped up in this love triangle thingy. I love all the dynamics. That's another thing too that's very important about a love triangle, and I feel like a lot of boring love triangles. Well, and to be quite honest, I think love triangles are one of the most overused cliches in writing. But it's important to each of the characters have to play off of each other. You know what I mean? Aqua can't just have a good relationship with Kana and have a good relationship with Akane, and Kana and Akane don't interact with each other. You know what I mean? They need to have that complexity with all sides of the triangle, and I think that they do a phenomenal job with that, to be quite honest. And like I said, these last couple episodes really did sort of contribute to my love of that complex relationship between Kana and Akane. So, I really do have to fucking give props to the writing, the writing style. I need to. That's another thing too that I'd be very interested in. If anyone's listening right now, please drop it in the comments. Has this author or authors written anything else that I would have heard of? Because again, I haven't really been paying attention, and I don't really like to do any research into behind the scenes stuff about an anime, especially if I'm obviously not caught up, because I don't want to get spoiled on anything. But I would be definitely interested to see if there's anything else that they've written, because I might want to continue with their filmography in the next year, maybe. I will say, this is the first time I feel like I'm saying this on the channel. Obviously, I'm filming this quite a ways away from this airing on YouTube. And if this doesn't come to fruition, I look like an idiot. But as of right now, by the time I'm filming this, when Oshi no Ko and Frieren Beyond Journeys end, or I get caught up to them for the YouTube channel, I'm going to be replacing them with Jujutsu Kaisen, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then around that time I'm also going to be starting, what was it? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So I've got some heavy hitter animes coming after this, so please look forward to those. Again, I'm very interested to see this Himikawa stuff come to pass. Obviously, again, the thing that I'll end it on, this discussion, I mentioned it earlier, Himikawa was the only character of the La La Lai arc where I was like, really? Not a lot of focus. Or not Jesus Christ. Not a lot of focus, just I expect a little more, and I feel like this will be the avenue in which we get to know him a lot more, and obviously get to know his past a little bit. So I am very excited for that. I cannot wait to watch the next episode with you guys. Episode 10. Only got 4 more episodes of the season left. Holy shit. I will see you guys in a couple days. If you guys liked the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I've got the full-length reactions up on Patreon multiple weeks ahead if you're interested. And if you enjoy the content that I produce on the channel, I would really appreciate if you subscribed. You guys have a good one.